Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a tutorial on a cool little build you can make in your survival world. For this one, we're going to be doing a little hobbit house tucked away in a hillside. Here's what the design will look like when you're done. Without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, so let's get into how to build this thing. So we've opened up a creative mode world here, and we found a spot where I think it'll fit perfectly into this hill here in front of us. So first things first, we need to clear out all these trees. The first thing for this build is to carve out an area of your hillside that's 9 blocks wide. Don't worry at first if it's not totally like underground or anything. Like as you can see here, it's open to the sky. We'll do the terraforming later, and that'll kind of depend on the specific world you're in anyway. So first thing we're going to work on is the front facade. Step 1, make a pillar 4 high of stripped oak logs on the edge. Skip 3 blocks, make another one. Skip 3 blocks again and make one more, 4 blocks high, and then connect them along the top. So next up, we're going to add some detail. Get out your oak stairs and oak trapdoors and place them like this. A stair in each corner and a trapdoor here. Make sure it's closed so that it lies flat, and one on top and one on the other side, just like that. And now repeat that design on the other side. Now that you're done with that, get out your white terracotta and fill in the area behind the little windows we've created on both sides. And now we're going to punch out a few blocks to create a doorway and a window. So first, on the right, just punch out the middle block, and on the left, punch out the middle and the bottom middle so that you have a doorway. Next up, we're going to add a few more stairs along the bottom this time, just to add a bit more detail again and kind of frame out the doorway and window here. Now we're going to transition over to doing a bit of terraforming. This isn't all the terraforming we're going to do for the area around, but we need to start framing out some dirt above this. Hopefully you could see a bit of that process. All you have to do is add one flat layer of dirt over the top, and then kind of bring it around on the corners in a more jagged way so it looks more natural. Add a layer or two on top again so that you get that natural hillside look. And then one important tip I want to add is just, you'll notice 3 important dirt blocks. This one, that one, and the one on the other corner. You want to put those in just so that you can cover the awkward spot where the sideways grain of the wood meets up with the vertical grain of the wood. You know, those little junctions where the pillars meet the beam. And it also kind of gives it a nice sort of encased look, like it's inside the hillside. The next step is to start working on the front yard. First thing we're going to do is add a small stream across the front. After carving out a path for your stream, you can test out what it'll look like when you place a water bucket at the top. So let's take a look. Let the water flow all the way down. Now you've created a natural looking, jagged pathway for the water across the front yard. Place water buckets inside of it until it's flat all the way across without any unruly currents. A small bridge can be created by placing spruce trapdoors across the stream and then a couple of oak fences around it in this formation. The next step is to take out your oak leaves and start placing them on top of the house in a kind of natural looking pattern again, letting them dangle over the front a little bit, especially on the sides, and wherever the dirt comes around the front and encases the house, just let the leaves sort of come down there as well, create a natural look. Now you can start adding grass and flowers on top of the build. So next we're going to move back to working on the detail of the house itself. First, take a spruce door, go into the house, and place it in the doorway so that it's on the back of the block, like so. Next, take one glass pane and fill it in the square on the other side. Another cool detail you can add is take a spruce fence gate, place it in the middle there underneath the dirt, a spruce fence and attach it, and then one lantern underneath. Now you could just plant a sapling here and use a Minecraft standard tree, but we like the look of a little bit more of a custom tree because it builds out a little bit differently. You can learn how to build a tree like this by watching this and studying it carefully, or from any other tree building tutorial on YouTube or something. Once the log structure is done, you'll just spam it with a cluster of leaves until it looks full. Alright, for the final detail of this build, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little path leading from the bridge up around towards the front door to make it feel a little more homey and welcoming as you come home to your Hobbit house. So just take a shovel and right-click on the grass blocks to create these path blocks, and you can take some bone meal around the yard for a little bit more greenery. And just like that, you've got a great little Hobbit house build that I think is truly a realistic build for any survival world. It's fun, it's easy, and it looks great. So let us know if you want a part 2 where we show some details on how to work on the interior of this and make it all nice and homey in there instead of just a dirt cube. This is what the exterior looks like at night. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in the next one.